Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Lutfi Insani. My ID number is 2321040 from PBI 5B. This video aims to be my final test for reading for academic purpose subject. And I will explain about my comprehension after read a chapter of a book. The title of the book is Reading Today by Pirhanan and Katola. The first chapter talk about reading, experimental literature, unreadability, discomfort, and reading strategies. But the first one, we're not gonna talk about unreadability, we're gonna talk about readable. So when you read something or a text and you understand about the point of the text, you understand about the message that the author wants to say to us, the text is easy to understand and you enjoy read the text, it means the text is readable. Readability also called as legibility or comprehensibility or clarity. So when we read something and we easily got the information from the text, we easily read the text till the end, there's process that called naturalization. So naturalization is like the way you make the text is understandable. And in naturalization, there's process named narrativization. Like when you read a text, then you try to organize the information like, oh, this is the characters of the text, oh, this is the situation in the text. You try to organize it in narrative form. That means there's process that called narrativization. So when the text is readable, there's process naturalization, and in naturalization there's process named narrativization. So how about when you read something but you do not get the information of the text, you do not understand about the information that the author wants to say to us, it means the text is unreadable. So unreadability is reading difficulty where we do not understand about the textual comprehension and interpretation of the text. In short, we can say that unreadability is incapable of being read. So when you read something but you feel like discomfort because you do not understand about the text, you will feel like discomfort. After that, you feel frustrating, and after that the text will fail to make sense for you as a reader. That's what we call unreadability. So there's at least 3 reasons why a text can be called as unreadable text. The first one is because illegible through ill form or indistinct characters. The second one is because the text is not interesting, is not enjoyable, and is not got the attention of the reader. And the third one is because the text is physically inaccessible to a reader. So how to decide whether the text is readable or unreadable? In this chapter, the author tried to decide whether the text is readable or unreadable using an Enfish model. So Enfish model is trying to figuring out the cause of frustration and roots of unreadability. There's 3 steps in this model. The first one is intelligibility. So when you read the text and you understand about its a phonological, lexical, and syntactic structure, it means the intelligibility is good. The second one is comprehension. In comprehension, after you understand about its phonological, syntactic structure, and also lexical of the text, you try to comprehend it by understand the semantic structure of the text. And after that, the third steps, you try to interpret the text. You try to build the text world or scenario to organize the information that you get. So you will easy to understand the text. You will easy to re-explain it to other people. So the decider of whether the text is readable or unreadable is the second and the third steps of Enfish model. The first one is not the way we choose whether the text is unreadable or readable, because the first one is about our language skill. So we focus to the comprehension and interpretation when we try to find whether the text is readable or unreadable. So when we realize that the text is unreadable, it means we have to find another way to make sure we will make the text from unreadable to readable. So we have to find new strategies. And in this book, there's two strategies to covering the unreadable text. The first one is naturalization. The second one is Zen reading mode. The first one, naturalization. Naturalization, like I said before, it's the process when we try to make the text is understandable. So, in naturalization, we try to find the relationship between the text and the fourth thing. The first one, we need to try the relationship between the text and the real word meaning. The second one, we need to find the relationship between the text and the culture and cultural knowledge. And the third one, we try to find the relationship between the text and something like author style or the genre of the text and something like that. And the fourth one, we need to find the relationship between the text and writing in general or narrative act in particular. That's the first ways to understand the unreadable text. The second one is Zen reading mode. Zen reading mode is quite different from naturalization, because in naturalization we try to push ourselves to find the relationship between the text and this, between the text and that, so there's pressure in ourselves. But in Zen reading mode, we try to read something with no pressure. We try to avoid frustration when we read something. For example, you read a poem but you do not understand about the meaning in the poem. It means you do not have to understand it, except you can try like admiring the word that you be using, like the rhythm in the world. Each sentence have their like unique rhythm. That's what we learn in Zen reading mode. So we're not just like focused to the information of the poem, but we just try to read the poem with no frustration, like you just admiring how the author choose this word and so on. And so that's all my explanation about this chapter of the books. I hope you got something from this video, and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.